You know, let's start with one thing. I really like Arteta and what he wants to do in Arsenal. I really do. I think he has a bright future in Arsenal only if the board and fans will keep going and keep backing him because he deserves it. His team try to play a certain way of football that I can really respect, but unfortunately they're still far from what they want to be. And in this match, they want to replicate the way of how they played against Liverpool in a Community Shield, where they won. Unfortunately for them, it wasn't meant to be because Klopp decided to change things up prior to this match. Instead of letting Firmino play against centre backs, he put him lower, closer to El Neni, and let Mane with Salah play against the centre backs. Keita played against Xhaka, and because of all of this, everywhere you had a personal pressing, which didn't allow Bellerin and Tierney go as high because whenever they got the ball, it's already been too late and other players came down to stop them. And thanks to all of the changes, Arsenal barely had any opportunities because now the team that doesn't really like to press needs to play against one of the most dangerous teams when it comes to pressing. Thankfully for Arsenal, somehow they found a way to score first. Keita couldn't mark Xhaka, what he needs to do all the time in this game, and one time he didn't. Xhaka passed it to Lacazette, from Lacazette to Aubameyang. Aubameyang played an awful pass, but somehow Robertson decided to say, you know what? This pass was so shit, I gotta let it go to Lacazette. Flips it over to Lacazette, and Lacazette scores. Uh, yeah, that was quite a surprising thing for every single Liverpool fan, let's be honest. It was lightning in the middle of a shiny day. Like, you're playing good, they're playing good. So why the fuck you letting this happen? But you know what? After that, Liverpool was back at it again, dominating, and they basically a couple minutes after they immediately equalized. Why? Well, because defending when you have a number advantage is not about Arsenal. They let Salah run through Tierney, shoot. It was safe from Lena, but it's a simple goal, open net for Mane. He scores, and that's it. It's 1-1. And what do you think, like the game in 2018, I want to say, where Firmino scored this no look and basically did a hat trick to bury Arsenal 5-1? Immediately after this, Liverpool scores another one. And this time, Aubameyang decided to not run and stop Trent because, well, he's a very good player and he is deadly, probably the deadliest person in the Premier League right now when it comes to scoring goals. But coming back to defense, from time to time he will lack this passion to do this, and you can understand why because that's not his job. But this time he decided to let go Trent with the cross to Robo, another attacking player who is way too old for the Premier League intensity because you can have all the creativity in the world, but if you're not willing to play at the back and you're not as talented as Aubameyang, you're gonna get slaughtered. And Willian decided to now follow Robo. Robo gets the ball and he scores. He scored and he redeemed himself for his own mistake. So that's great. Until the end of the half, it was an equal game. Both teams tried to create chances, control the ball, but not a lot of actual dangerous moment came after this. Then the second half started. Again, it was pretty equal between both teams when it comes to controlling the ball because when it came to shooting, Liverpool totally dominated the statistics 24 against 4. I'm pretty sure that was the stat. And you can assume that Arsenal barely had any chances and they were totally just fucking useless when it comes to attack. But you would be wrong. Surprisingly, Arsenal had the best opportunities to score. Lacazette had two incredible chances. Score one, it's a totally different game. It's a game changer, and you can grab this 1 point and maybe even try to get 3 points because he had two incredible chances that he wasted completely. One trying to chip over Alisson, which obviously didn't work, and another one trying to shoot very hard, but again, Alisson stopped the ball because he just waited for way too long before he would shoot. And because of this, the game was done for them. They barely created any other chance after this. And Liverpool were letting Jota go, who had some good chances, but couldn't finish them because he was nervous, or couldn't finish because Salah didn't let him. There was one point in the match in like 85th minute where after corner Jota tried to score, but Salah run through him and grabbed the ball, and no one really could shoot after this. You would expect that he tried so hard, but he would fail to score in his first debut in Anfield in the Premier League. But you would be wrong because it was a corner, great first touch, possible handball, but VAR never said it was a handball, so be it. And it's a great volley from Jota, who scored to make it 3-1 in his debut goal. He scores, and yeah, great for Jota, great for Liverpool. And some Arsenal fans tried to defend Arsenal, saying that there was a red card for Mane in the first minutes when he punched into the face Arsenal player. I don't remember, Tierney or Bellerin maybe. And he only got a yellow card. I can possibly agree with this, but to be fair to you, it was probably maybe a red card, but mostly I think it deserved to be at least a yellow. It went to a referee decision, and referee decided to just book it as a yellow card. And that was it. 3-1 to Liverpool. Liverpool show what they're capable of. And I want to say some more positive things, but I'm recording this nearly a week after that game. So first of all, it's hard to remember what happened, but we already lost to Arsenal in the not Community Shield, well, we did in the Community Shield, but also in the Carabao Cup, in a very disappointing manner where we struggle with our youngsters, with some experienced players. Thiago wasn't part of the team because he tested positive for COVID. Yesterday or like 2 days ago, Mane officially revealed that he also tested positive, and that's very, very unfortunate for not only Liverpool, not only for them, but for the Premier League in general, because the possibility of shutting it down or at least postponing for a couple of weeks actually is now a big possibility if players are going to continue to get COVID. But it was such a shame because we struggled to get these penalties, and fucking hell, I don't think I will do a special review for the Carabao Cup, so I'm gonna say it here. Fuck Origi for that run up. He was probably one of the worst, if not the worst player on the pitch on that day. And fuck my life. If I sound a little bit depressed right now, it's because I'm doing this podcast right after Aston Villa Liverpool match. And if you know the bloody score, you know I'm fucking mad. Most actually disappointed, but I'm gonna talk about this in the next review. I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna do West Brom Chelsea. I'm not gonna do Man United Tottenham 6-1. I'm not gonna do any of those matches. Even Leeds Manchester City, very interesting game. I'm probably going to do Aston Villa Liverpool right now. No tactics, no fucking stats, just fucking my hatred and disappointment. So, until then, it's gonna happen very soon. Hear you soon, motherfuckers.